Hi guys, I know I was just here, but what I'm doing is so awesome. I felt like I wanted to share it with you guys. So I can't leave well enough alone, so I'm back on the mirror. I decided that I am going to do some gold leaf instead of the golden ticket so that I get like the crackling of the green behind it, and I'm loving it so far. I've got like a really pretty mess going on. So this is what I'm using. The bottle I know is upside down because I couldn't get the top off. This is what you brush on. So I dumped some on a plate. I just use a little artist brush and I brushed it where I want the gold leaf to go. I had to actually cut it with a razor blade, which I broke. I didn't even know you could break razor blades, but anyways, soldier on. So this is like the glue. So you let it sit for like 20 minutes. And then what I'm using is, I gotta move really slowly, is gold flakes. And the reason that I want flakes instead of sheets is because I want like a broken up look behind this. I don't want it to go on nice and smooth. I want to be able to see the green that we painted on the skeleton case. So I'm gonna face you down, and I've started the inside and I'm gonna do the whole outside where I've already applied the glue. Hey Serafina, hi Susan. All right, I'm just like, think this is like so cool and fun. Okay, so I've made a mess in here, which is okay because what I'm doing is I'm going back and I'm picking up what I've lost. Now, I won't be able to do that around the outside edges because, sorry, I'm just trying to pull myself up here so I can see comments or questions. All right, I also am going to do this ridge right here, and I'm hoping it'll fall on the table so I can save. I'm gonna start that now. I missed some spots with the glue. So basically you just take like pieces of it. You should probably wear a mask. All right, and I'm gonna reuse whatever. I'm not breathing through my nose. I mean my mouth, I'm trying not to. All right, can you see? Let's see if I can get you guys in a little closer. Do any of you do this? I just think it is so much fun. It's like, all right, now you can't see the mirror at all. I'm working on it there. I use a different stand every time I record, I think. And all right, so I am going to try to do this edge up here then. So I just take this. You could do this with sheets too. This is just less expensive. And I'm just pushing it. This is just a soft brush, picking it up off the table. And I'm just squishing it in. And then when I wipe it back in a minute, it's gonna show through the green. So it's just sticking where I put the glue. There's a little bit of a ridge, like a design there, and that's where I put the glue. And the glue, the adhesive, is supposed to stay tacky for a day. I've never waited that long because usually when I put it on, I'm watching my watch because I can't wait to do this part. Okay, I'm not wiping it off now. I'm just smudging it in. Oh, it's so yummy. I have gold and silver and copper of this too. I've used the copper, but I don't do silver very often. It's just, I prefer gold. But the copper is really cool with turquoise. Squishing it right on. I think this is actually a metal and not gold. This flaked one I got off Amazon. I sell sheets of it on my website as well as with the adhesive that I'm using. I'm gonna say wipe your cap off because I didn't wipe my cap off and then I couldn't get it off after 3 or 4 uses. All right, and I have some spots in here that I didn't get the first time that I reapplied glue on. And then in a minute we're gonna rub it down, and I might go back and antique it a little bit, add some like dark and decrepit in there. Since I had done that already, I don't want it to be too shiny. Oh, I just love playing with this. And really, you could get away with this on a mirror as, you know, however you want. You don't have to have, like on a piece of furniture, sometimes it can look spotted if you use the pieces, which is why I usually just use the pieces for, oh, look at this. I see you couldn't, you know what? Tracy, I leaned the mirror up because it was done. Like as soon as I finished my live, it was done. I leaned it up and I sat there looking at it and I thought, you know, it needs something else. I was about ready to take pictures and then I thought it needs something else, but what does it need? And I thought, well, I don't think the golden ticket is it. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to get my gold leaf out. I love working like this. I love making it up as I go along. My favorite pieces happen this way. All right, can you guys see? So I'm just dropping the flakes and squishing it in, sticking right to the glue. Anything sticky is going to pick it up. So you want to make sure you get the glue where you want it because it definitely works. I'm going to not waste these pieces and just stick them right along. And this is pretty quick. As soon as if you're patient enough to wait for the glue to dry, that 20 minutes or however, you definitely need to vacuum after. But it is going to be, make all the difference, I think. And still, this mirror has not taken very long because I painted it this afternoon and then I did my little impromptu live, aged it, and now it's getting a little bit of French. Ooh, look at this big piece in my chunks. This is so much. Oh, somebody forgot to rip that one up. All right. Let's see it stick right there. That is such instant gratification. I love it. So you just pick up the pieces and such instant gratification. And in a minute, I'm gonna wipe it all back. It does need sealing, so I'll put one more coat of sealer on it. I think I already said out loud, if I didn't say it out loud, I was thinking it, that this is a metal and not actually like 14 karat gold. That's usually what you buy for crafting. The actual gold flakes are pretty pricey. Ooh, can't go wrong with gold leaf. I know, I like gold on everything. New, old, distressed, not distressed. The way it should go is you should be able to pick it up with your brush. Boy, I need a stool. I'm bending at a really weird angle and my back is like breaking here. All right. Sorry, I was like, oh, that's so much better. If there are spots that you missed with the glue, you can go back. I've already done, or if it's not sticking, I put it on in between here, but I wasn't real careful with it because I wanted spots of it not picking up. I'm messy, but this is so much fun to be messy with. See, I missed a weird spot there. I don't know if you can see it. So actually, oh my gosh, you guys. So this I had turned upside down, but when I put it back on my table, I didn't put it upside down. That was the glue. And so now I have gold sizing all over my table dumped out. I just got so excited. All right, so I'm gonna re-glue that part and get back to it in a minute. Let it sit for a few minutes. I think there's not enough glue here. All right. It won't dry so much that I can't use it. It's just that I missed that spot. Okay, let's get some of this stuff off the table and just squish it on. Fun project. I am using, I don't know if there's a label on this, so I'm using the gold sizing that I carry on my website, which I'm not going to pick back up now because I just spilt it all over the place. And then this is like a gold leafing. I bought a kit years ago. I've had it of gold, silver, and copper. So it's just pieces of gold flake, gold colored flake. And yep, it's making a mess. That's the spot I just missed. All right, and then I'm gonna wipe it all off and show you what it looks like, where you can totally see the paint through it, which is why I'm using the flakes, and I love that. Okay. Ugh, look at my table, you guys. Look what I did. That is, I got a mess going here. I don't think it's going to keep going though. All right, so I'm just sharing with you that the reality of doing these projects is I should probably get some towels down on that though. It's worth the mess. It is worth the mess. I'm going to move that. Yep. This is glue too, so I would like to not get it all over me. I'm already sticky. Okay. Here we go. All right. I am probably, just because it's the easiest thing to do after I rub all this in, I'm going to grab my vacuum. I'm going to vacuum it up and give it one more buff. But this just kind of puts it in, shoves it in, and it makes it shiny. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can you guys see it? Looks like you can see more of my table. It looks very like French. Very old world. I think it's because of the, I think I'm going to save what's in the middle if I can get the wind to stop on it here. I think it's because I used the dark and decrepit behind it and used the, you know, and aged it a little bit. That totally helps make it. This stuff is flying all over the place. But look, a little bit goes a long way. I've had this jar for a couple of years, although I don't use it that often. I usually use the whole flakes. Can you see? I don't know if how the light is reflecting here. Let's see if I can get it. See when you wipe it off. So I just stuck it in the first time around. Now I'm wiping it off and I'm getting that really pretty broken up gold. I'm trying to make sure the camera's catching this. And I've got a mess. Ugh. I really put it on down here. So it kind of, when you brush it off like this with just a really gentle brush, it kind of, you know, it shines it up. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now I'm going to go back and seal it, because I think if you don't seal it, I'm going to seal it tomorrow though, because I think I've kind of rushed the gold, the glue, the gold on the, with the glue, and I want to make sure that it's totally dried. I'm going to put it down and show you close up. You see why a vacuum is, I think a vacuum is a good idea. See, this isn't even rubbed off enough. If it's not smooth, which it's not because right now it's just kind of flying all over the place, but it really made a huge difference. Those of you who were looking at it before, let me try to take this off. I mean, I had glue on my hand, so I'm gold leafed. All right. Let me see, rotate my phone. I don't know what, I want to turn this around, but I'm not sure which button it is. Wait, is it this one? Yay, okay. So look at this. Well, first look at my mess. Got a big mess going. But now it is very, I mean, I'm showing you close up, but obviously like as a whole, I'm trying to figure out where the light is good. None of that is supposed to have gold on it. Sorry, that was a little bit of seasickness here. So it's kind of, it is all over the place, but when this is done, because I've got the distressing and everything in it, it totally looks like it looks like a actual gilding. I love it. I had fun doing it. Thanks you guys for indulging me and watching again. I'll post pictures of it when it's all sealed and finished, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. All right, guys, thank you. Go gold leaf something and then show it to me. I want to see. I love gold leaf. Bye, guys.